Hi guys, my name is Jack. I'm here to present my proposals towards the Swinburne Mental Health Week campaign. Recent years, mental health issues is becoming a serious issue amongst especially Australian students. Studies have shown around 67% of students aged between 15 to 25 have rated their mental health as poor and fair, especially for those who just finished year 12 and is on the verge of stepping into university life. And who is my sponsor? Swinburne University of Technology is the sponsor, where they're running a campaign called Swinburne Mental Health Week. And Swinburne Mental Health Week aims to optimize the students' well-being, getting educated about their mental health, and reaching out for those who was already in need. So what's the issue? As mentioned earlier, there's around 67% of the students rated their mental health as poor and fair, and 65% are having high or very high psychological distress. As we dive deeper, we can see many of the students have reported having difficulties balancing studies and their other life commitments, and also 54.1% having personal and family relationship issues. So this brings me on to our target audience. Let's see some of the issues that the current students are facing in terms of mental health issues. For example, Cindy Chen is an international student currently studying the Bachelor of Accounting. She wishes to do well in her course and learn how to be independent, as this is the first time that she's moving out of her house. She also wished to complete her Bachelor of Accounting with high GPA, as well as she wishes to stay in Australia and find a good job. And she feels helpless and lonely, as she's here by herself. She has no friends, and everything here is unfamiliar with her. Her family is back in China, where they can only provide limited support. But however, at the same time, her parents also have high hopes and expectations from her, who she doesn't disappoint. Another victim will be Caroline. Caroline's currently on her third year into Bachelor of Design, and she wants to become a designer and move into the city and find a job in a studio. She wants to work and experience the city life. However, she's currently going through a huge amount of stress because of a relationship, as she's just found out that her boyfriend have cheated on her. This has taken a big impact on her studies. She couldn't stop thinking about it, and which is causing her insomnia and even showing symptoms of depression. So before we can see how we can solve the issue, we need to look at what's the current campaign that's out there and how we can differentiate ourselves towards these campaigns. Some of the interesting campaigns I found is that Australian Medical Student Association. They're a student-run organization where they serve their target audience are the 17,000 Australian medical students. They have good informative information and good use of their digital medias. However, they're only limiting their target audience to a very small specific group, which is stopping some people to join because when they see they're not part of that group, they wouldn't want to join. Another good example is that the Australian Private Hospital Association, where they launched the campaign called The Elephant in the Room. The Elephant in the Room is a very innovative campaign where the Australian Private Hospital Association used a creative way to de-stress and to calm people down. How do they use it? They use coloring a poster to fight anxiety and depression, as well as posting these artworks into social media so that everybody can share the story. Some of the weaknesses are they have minimal information after the audience are engaged. I couldn't find how I can participate in this campaign, and they could use the social media to better help promote the campaign because there was limited promotions on their social media. So overall, we can see that most organization and campaign urges students to take action in one form or another. However, for our approach, we believe that due to our target audience is students, we need to adapt more innovative way to reach out to our students. Instead of giving them another lecture, why not involve them in to be part of the activities? And also, using the new media or social media platform is more suited due to their age bracket, in order for us to communicate our information. So what message were you trying to give? Because things can get out of hand really easily for these students due to their work commitments, financial pressure, relationship problem, or also just moving out of home, feeling alone and helpless. We need to come up with a campaign that help engage the community. So there's two key approaches that we should take in order to promote the mental health awareness. We should utilize the community and peer support that we have, as we are a big community in Swinburne, and also utilize the current Swinburne professional service that there is. So being isolated and can a lot of times make us in a very vulnerable state, and building that healthy community life and making those bonding connections can sometimes help prevent mental illness. Which leads me to my concept. My concept one is called Get Messy. It promotes students to get hands-on, to get stuck into making food and healthy food that helps them de-stress, or desserts that help them that calm their emotions. One of the benefits of doing this is stress relieving when you accomplish a dish. In the meanwhile, you can also build friendship along the way. It's also money saving when you are making your own food instead of buying food outside. Lastly, it's also healthy because you know what ingredients you have put into the food. My second concept is to stay active. Often or not, we neglect to exercise when we get busy, and this is why the Swinburne Mental Health Week is there to initiate these community event, where they come up with ideas of different activity to help you reduce your stress, or alternatively to keep you stay active. Why do we need to stay active? Because it's stress relieving when you exercise. Your brain releases endorphin to fight those negative thoughts. You will feel refreshed after you exercise. You can also continue to work more effectively. And lastly, it's also free. Just bring yourself. And enjoy the community life amongst the Swinburne. Lastly, my concept 3 is called Checks Up. Sometimes things are already so out of hand that you'll need more professional advice. And sometimes you don't even realize that you're under stress or you're depressed. However, in order for you to find out what's wrong with you, you need to do a checkup. So where surveys will be sent out to students to participate in this checkup. Luckily, everything is confidential and anonymous. For those who have downloaded the Swinburne app, a reminder of a checkup will pop up to check in if everything's okay. Where after a survey, option of contacting a Swinburne counseling service after you receive your personal recommendation and credit score. This whole process can be done anonymous. You can educate and find out more about yourself. At the same time, it promotes the current existing service where students can get help. Lastly, to sum up, through my research, I've identified some key questions of who is our audience, what are the issues, and how we can implement these changes. We've addressed the needs of the Swinburne community, ensuring a better healthy community. How do we do it? We did it through promoting Swimmer existing consultation service and also helping in building a quality network in order to be part of a big community to fight the big elephant in the room together. Thank you for listening in. Bye bye.